Peace, power, and prosperity reflections. I'm here to share some energy, share some of my opinions on distractions. I want us to go through the year a little less distracted. I want us to go through the year being aware of what these distractions are and how can we better cultivate presentness and mindfulness. You like the tunes you hear? Yeah, I went on ahead and put them together just for us. That way we may better understand the vibration. I say that this is a wealthy vibration. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this up for a little bit. If you anywhere out there in the world, I'm gonna ask you to do me one favor. Can you? Can you do me one favor? Can you turn me up? Can you turn me up? They like to squeeze big energies inside of phones, inside of small places. Okay, turn me up. Okay? If you got me in your earphones, can I ask you to do me one favor? Can you take me out your earphones? Yeah, and turn me up. If I'm in your car, can you turn me up? Can you tell everybody else to be quiet and turn me up? Okay? We're going to go ahead and give them some strength today. We're going to go ahead and give them some energy. We all need a little more energy. I'm going to go ahead and give them some energy today. But before I do that, turn me up. Please. We're going to go ahead and talk to us nice. Talk to us like we supposed to. Aisha? You got any questions, any comments, any concerns? Now to be your time to ask them. I'm going to say it again. If you got any questions, any comments, any concerns, now to be your time to ask them. Okay? We just tippy-toed into 2025. Some of us slid. We baseball slid into 2025. Some of us. Okay? For those of us that's tippy-toeing, we aware. We aware that not only, right, do they have distractions planned and prepared for us, but we understand that also we're not aware of all these distractions. Some of us go into a retreat mode. How many of us, we go into retreat when we feel like we don't know, when we feel like we're incapable of defending ourselves emotionally, mentally, and physically. I don't want you to retreat. We not retreating this year. Tell them no retreat. Okay? Tell them no retreat. It's win, lose, or draw. Okay? No retreat. Peace, power, and prosperity. Those of us that's on mobile. Those of us that's on their desktops, those of us that's in their offices on this Sunday, peace, power, and prosperity. It's a Sunday, and we finna deliver them some energy. Okay, I wanted to talk to us about distractions. Yeah, distractions. Distractions. How many of us would like to be more? How many of us would like to be less distracted this 2025? You know, it's only your distractions that's keeping you away from the things that you want. You know, it's only your distractions. I don't want you to think it's a boogeyman. I don't want you to get spiritual and think that some spirits out there trying to stop you from getting what you want. You know, it's only your distractions, right? That's the point of them. Yes, it's a reason for your distractions. I know a lot of us already come to the conclusion that there's an energy out there trying to distract you. But I want you to know what they're trying to distract you from. They trying to distract you from the wealthy reality of you creating your existence, of you creating your universe. They want to distract you and take energy away, thinking power. Okay, it requires a lot to come up with an idea. It requires a lot. Okay, to formulate a plan, it requires a lot. Nevertheless, your distractions are distracting you and taking away from mental real estate. There's some things we can do to become less distracted, okay? But I wanted to first bring to our awareness distractions. Okay? You know, it's a lot of distractions that go overlooked. A lot of distractions go overlooked. Some of them, we stop paying some attention to because they're not hurting us the way other things do. Certain distractions go overlooked. Okay? Like your emotions can be distractions. How many of us bear witness to our emotions distracting us? Yeah, your emotions could distract you. Listen, you ever been doing a particular thing? I know all of us have been here. You ever been doing a particular thing? Right? And sometimes you may get a wave of feelings, a little wave of feelings that's unassociated with whatever you're doing. Yeah, a lot of times, even your emotions can distract you. That's not what they're there for, but if you misunderstand, okay, your emotions and your emotional body and how to utilize your emotions to your advantage, if you misunderstand how to do this, then your emotions is going to distract you. Sometimes we allow anger to distract us and not motivate us. Oftentimes, anger can take you off your course. Okay? When it was there to be motivation. When it was there to be more fire, more flame into the engine of who you are. Anger was there to catapult you into certain realizations. Okay? But when it's misunderstood, it can distract you. It can distract you from living an abundant life, an abundant relationship, anger alone. You see, when we doing a particular thing that incites anger, usually we become distracted inside this emotion and become incapable of finishing whatever we're doing. Some of us. So yes, our emotions can even distract us. I want you to understand it's distractions that's keeping you from living a life you wish, not anything else. Distractions. Why we begin at distractions? Because we also beginning with the understanding that I'm enough. I'm strong enough. So if I'm strong enough and I'm capable like everyone else is capable, then it can only be one reason that I don't have a particular thing. I must be distracted. Distractions has caused me, right, to move in an untrained manner. I may have been distracted from my training. I may have cultivated a better relationship with distractions than I have with focuses and completion. You see, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. If you walk into a project distracted, if you walk into an endeavor mindlessly, and you continuously to cultivate this energy within self, then this will become aspects of your personality. Okay? I want you to understand your distracted mentality is indeed learned behavior. And since it's learned behavior, we can unlearn this behavior, right? I'm gonna say it again. Your distracted behavior is learned behavior. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. A focused individual is focused about everything. They'll focus on writing. They'll focus on music. If they're listening, if they're writing, they'll focus in the workspace. Whatever project or endeavor is in front of them, they'll focus with family. Focused individuals are focused individuals. Distracted individuals are distracted individuals because these are both learned behaviors. And if these are learned behaviors, then we can also unlearn these behaviors. To unlearn these behaviors, we're going to have to replace them with new behaviors. Okay? We're going to have to replace these behaviors with new behaviors. Which behaviors? Distractedness. We're going to go through today viewing distractedness, right, as a muscle. And we're going to see how often we use this muscle. Okay? And you'll begin to notice as the week go by, you'll begin to notice how large or small this muscle is. Yes, distraction indeed is a muscle. And as you go through the day, you're going to begin to notice when you use this muscle and when you don't. Focusness is also a muscle. These come from learned behavior. Okay? In the topic of learned behavior, there are terms that are used in the medical society. These are in reference to our hereditary factors. Hereditary factors? Yes. Now, although hereditary factors aren't taught as learned behaviors, I understand them as learned behaviors. All of them. Okay? Even the ones they say are blood related, even the ones they say, right, are related to your genes that have been passed down to your family, through your family. I want us to understand a lot of these things that were passed down to us was learned behaviors. Okay? We can even attribute asthma to learned behavior. We can even attribute the lack or weak eyesight. You know, some people have bad vision. Some people come from families of people with bad vision. This is learned behavior. If you look into their equation, you'll see the majority of the family use their eyes in similar ways. Okay? And in reference of asthma, the majority of their family creates the same environments for their lungs, thereby passing down learned behavior, not genetic defects by way of the blood. I know in Western medicine we teach genetic defects by way of the blood, but you have to understand that's only one ideology. It's a large world that doesn't wear the same lens. Some of us wear the lens of truth, and we understand that if I remove the repetitions in this equation, the repeated variables, if I remove these repeated variables, will I still end with the same individual? Most often the answer is no. The answer is no. If you remove a person from a family that all have asthma, if you remove them from this environment, if you remove them from this equation and take them into an entirely different environment, how about the asthma also leaves? Why is this? Because they'll learn new habits. They'll be in another environment, thereby creating a new environment for body, mind, and spirit. So I want us to understand, even distractions is learned behavior. Focusedness is learned behavior. You can relate these to your hereditary factors if you wish, because these things were also passed down to you. Half of the work was passed down to you. This is why when you look at families that are overweight or obese, the entire family, the household at the least, is overweight and or obese, with the exceptions of some anomalies. Vice versa, when you look at families that are pro-fitness and health, it's the entire household. This happens for two reasons, but the main reason is because this is learned behavior. I view our spiritual body indeed as a body full of different muscles and muscle memories that relate to our mind and our spirit. Okay? I view the feelings as muscles and tendons, right? And neural pathways into our emotions that also lead to more information that compels us to learn more about ourselves. These are all leading from or stemming from muscles and memory and how they relate to one another. So I want us to be moving forward with the understanding that distractions, you know, like when something over there telling you to, and you trying to focus, distractions is learned behavior. Learned behavior relates to your muscle memory. And since this is learned behavior, it can also be unlearned. To unlearn a behavior, we must replace it with another. How are we going to replace distraction? How are we going to balance distractions? It would seem obvious to balance it with focusedness, right? But here's where our problem is. If our distraction muscle was too large and our focus muscle was small, trying to focus would nearly be impossible. Just for the lack of better terms. We understand that our focus, right, is going to be minimal compared to our distraction muscle. So it's not focusedness that we're going to use to balance distractions. We want to increase focusedness, so we must do another workout. We must exercise another muscle. To do this, we must exercise intent. Can we hear me? I say to do this, we must exercise intent. When you exercise intent, I didn't say have an intent, I didn't say keep an intent, I said exercise an intent. This means I practice having an intent before I walk into an equation. I practice maintaining my intent during the equation or event. Okay, I practice reminding myself of the intent even after. Intent is the balance to distractions. You see, when I intend to pay attention, I pay attention. When I intend to love, I love. When I intend to be present, I am present. When I intend to feel, I feel. When I intend to be successful, I am successful. When I intend to be creative, I am creative. When I intend, it is my intent. Your intent is indeed the depiction of your willpower. Your intent, right, is the depiction of your willpower. And what does this mean? My intent is demonstrating which way my will bend in the energy thereof. Okay? So with my intent, right, in practicing having intent, I then practice having willpower. I can then utilize this willpower at times I need to focus. But as I said, my focus muscle will be small. So I'm going to utilize this willpower at times I'm distracted. See how this works? I'm going to utilize intent at the times I'm distracted. Will this bring about focusedness? Okay? This practice will increase our focus muscle. Okay? By increasing my focus muscle, do I begin to minimize my distraction muscle? Okay? So I wanted us to have a decent understanding on distractions, but also I wanted us to know a few things you can do to become less distracted and to even utilize distractions to your advantage, that you may transform and transmute distractions to focusedness. Okay? Be sure to like, comment, and share this video with anybody who needs to be more focused, and stay tuned. Thank you.